Chapter 60, mired in mortality, our friends reach the east gate, but the lizard folk mage that escaped the last scuffle attacks from high above on the gate's wall. Before Erland can reach the mage, the creature is thrown off the edge by an unseen person.
And as it hits the ground, you can see some of the limbs go flying. Some of its teeth kind of pop out and splatter against the nearby house. And it sits there, and you see it kind of twitching a little bit.
And it's
quiet
dead.
again.
Well, I just want to make sure.
The lizard folk is indeed dead. Its killer still atop the wall. He shoots an arrow at Erland. Erland deflects it and sees a piece of parchment attached to it.
Do I look up and see who shot it?
You look up, and someone's jumping off the wall. See him coming through. And at first it looks like he's kind of reaching back to a quiver or something, but then his arm goes free, and you see a length of rope coming out from behind him. And he knocks against the side of the wall. You can see from here. Stop.
Before the group sees what Erland sees, he reads the note from the arrow.
I have seen the power of your allies. I do not have it in me to run. When I made plans for my escape, I stole what I believed was some sensitive information from Master Howlett's office. Maybe you can do something with it. Or simply return it, if it's their good graces you desire. I am sorry, brother.
Our friends lay Dodd to rest. They make camp along the path toward the Crown's Gold Tree, and Erland opens up to his friends about his monastery and Dodd's bounty.
So people don't just leave the monastery then?
No, you have to finish your training.
Are you finished?
I'm on field work.
So if we find you another job, we get to keep you?
Potentially. Depends on how big the job is.
Okay, so we'll find you another job then.
Come sunup, it's not long before our friends reach the tree, marking the locked entrance to the underground structure. The key to the structure is a riddle, missing words cleverly hidden in 4 different tomes.
A blank god is a blank god.
Stop.
And blank is derived from blank. My cleric is the blank to blank. The blank to the blank. Yes.
Okay, I'm on page 130.
Page 130. Line 114, word 5. Okay.
Needed.
Said.
Mim.
It looks like the symbols have changed up there.
Oh no, guys.
What?
Holly.
By.
Happy
Get.
to bind the heavens to the surface.
Beezaura stands guard outside while her companions descend deep underground. Graven is the first down and experiences a vision.
You start to see figures in the room with you. They're Goliaths. All of them. Their wrists and ankles are bound by gleaming chains. And at the end of the line, in what looks like an uncomfortable, partially hanging position, with her hands held up over her head, a name comes to you. Ayanda Sangrila Ilvigo.
Graven is stunned by the visual of his missing tribe, and our friends lay eyes on the resident of the soul shelter, an old dwarf.
Who are you?
I am Esvalda, Cleric of Bufmir.
Esvalder built the soul shelter with one goal in mind, to be the last living cleric of Bufmir, meddling god of trickery.
After the last cleric dies, a new batch of clerics is chosen. But if the last cleric dies here, in a soul shelter, a god cannot reclaim his connective powers, and he withers away. Gods disrespect their clerics and face no consequences. Are you a disrespected man, Graven of Kuz?
Yes.
In your experience, is there another way to sever this tie?
Lure the deity into a mortal form and destroy it.
Orba asks for more information regarding the long-lost magic, as Valder mentioned in passing.
I know that gods used to come and go. Because of this, they feared it.
And if one were to find it again?
They could bring balance.
As Valder leaves our friends to speak freely, and Graven finally recounts his past, a Goliath stolen by Kuuzni, the god that altered his memories.
Now when I have those dreams, I see that their faces are twisted. Not in hatred, but in grief. Their arms outstretched not to cast me out, but to comfort a mother whose 14-year-old son disappeared in a flash of light.
Our friends try to find out where they stand with Graven's god.
What's this?
He is very interested in you.
What do you mean? Why is that?
He better be.
What do you mean?
The magic that our new cleric friend has just mentioned.
To dissipate a god.
I think I have it.
How did you come by this?
In the libraries of the halls, it was buried, it was discovered, and I am delivering it.
We're killing gods now, my goodness.
We are not killing gods. I am learning how to kill gods.
Yes, but
I'm going to kill that god.
All the while, Beezaura spots a well-dressed man approaching the tree.
Are you looking for something?
I'm here to meet someone.
Who's that?
And that's where we're gonna pick up.
Oh my god!
How boned is Beezaura as she greets the grumpy god? How screwed is Graven for entering a soul shelter? How wrecked is Kuuzni if Orba reaches Navikapura? Find out next time on Tabletop Notch.